Ta-da! Okay, so um, I just got home from multi-state traveling. Lots of stress, lots of craziness, and it's already the middle of the month. And something that I do that I'm always trying to be as transparent as possible and sharing the process of what it looks like to kind of, do my astrological prep with me. I always have a few of my Gypsy Tribe members that are interested in doing that with me. So, what does that look like? Well, usually it's at the beginning of the month. Usually it's like the 30th of the month, and I'm doing it for the month ahead because of my kind of family emergencies and traveling and my dad's illness and things. I am behind, but that's okay. There's no grief in that. I look at it and my Virgo mind goes, tomorrow's the middle of the month. We're doing it the day before the middle of the month. We're still going to be just fine. So, as my kids are getting ready for bed, let me know where you guys are, what you're doing, what you're up to. I've got my coffee and my snacks. And what I'm doing right now is I always kind of shuffle all my stations. I go to my Pandora that I've had for like since 2001, and I play the music and I ground myself. I imagine my feet grounding to the earth, take some deep breaths. Lord Huron, the night we met, is playing. It's a beautiful song. It's very pretty. What the hell am I supposed to do? So I'm going to turn the volume down on that almost all the way actually to where I don't hear it, just barely. And then hi JC and hi Field Guy, hi John, hi Matt, Katie, good to see you guys. So I kind of just take that moment to clear my mind, to clear my space, and um, kind of feel where the universe is at. Now, I kind of already know the astrology. I have my astrological calendar up. Hi, Mary. And what I'm going to do is I'm charting the days. So I go down through an Excel spreadsheet that I share with my friends, family, and Gypsy Tribe members, and it's on a Google Drive. And this Excel spreadsheet, I'm always building it through the month. Now, tomorrow night at 9 p.m., I'll be sitting down with the master astrologer, Matt Slozier, every week on Tuesdays. We didn't do it last Tuesday because of my little family emergency there, but we'll be doing it tomorrow. And what I like to already have had done is this. I like to already have my November Excel spreadsheet done. I like to have the days plotted, what's happening, kind of double check it so that it's right when I'm live on air. And then I have like what the general movements mean via Astro Chat and Bahati Life and a few astrologers that I follow online. And then I add my suggestions for behavioral. And then when Matt joins me for the podcast and fills it in 1 week at a time, it just kind of thickens it for the week ahead. And what's freaky is I take this time to denote to like predictions or psychic intuition or things that are coming through. And the music that's playing, the things that will come up in chat, maybe all of these things tomorrow for the next 7 days. I will know if he repeats something or he gets a sense of something or someone in the chat room says something, that it won't be a coincidence. It will have been previously discussed. And that's kind of cool how it plays out that way. So Ruth, um, I do see you. So, Ruth, I see you. And thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. This is just kind of a random pop in for me to be able to share with you my process for what it looks like to fill in my chart of astrology. So, tomorrow is going to be Tuesday, November 15th, and I'm literally just doing this day by day. There's only one thing that's going to happen, and that's Venus in Scorpio trine Jupiter in Pisces. So I go over to my thing, Venus in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio trine Jupiter in Pisces. Did I? And then I'll like question myself. So I go back and look, trine Jupiter in Pisces. Yep, that's right. And then I flip back and I have my ritual suggestion and my shadow work. But the astrological general report for this, and now I, without even looking at it, Venus is feelings. So I'm going to go ahead and just put feelings in Scorpio are still um, moving, bubbling, sizzling. I think of the water is hot right now in the physics of the astrology right now, and so Venus in Scorpio, this is kind of a like bog of eternal stench kind of space. And with Jupiter and Pisces, that's the planet of expansion, also in a very wishy washy, mutable water sign. So water, 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 gas, water. So it's like farts and sounds and uncomfortableness. So feelings are still moving, bubbling, sizzling, and reactions are also emotional. Be aware. I kind of feel obligated to put aware in big capital letters, and it's stating that there can be a light, a lucky energy present, and it may be easier for you to work things out in your favor. Hmm. This is going to be a good money day. So I'm going to say money magic. This is multiplication. If you're doing grimoire or geomancy type divination work. So I'm going to go ahead and put geomancy just because I'm speaking that. And now I'm going to go over to my Pandora and see what's playing on the music. Don't say. Amy Winehouse. Like I knew I would. Told you before. You know that I'm no good. Man, she overdosed. So I am always thinking of that when I think of Amy Winehouse. So we're going to put Amy Winehouse, and this is kind of an, this is an overdose song. Elderberry, Mary, Jacine, right? So um, Jacine says, where do you find the charts for the month ahead? That's a really good reference. The Farmer's Almanac, actually. So I look at the Farmer's Almanac. Ruth Noble. Hey, Sarah, hoping that you see this. Yep, I do. Hoping that you would say, I feel better tomorrow. Ooh, no, probably not going to feel better tomorrow. There's a lot of geomagnetic shifts happening right now. It's just probably not going to pan out. But that's okay. That's okay. It's going to be okay. I'm going to go back to November and I'm going to add Amy Winehouse. I'm no good. Trouble, man. I kind of sense that a little bit tomorrow. And you guys go ahead and put in your predictive spaces what you think that that will be. And then Wednesday, November 16th. And this literally takes me hours. So I'm only going to be doing this with you guys until 9. So you guys can go ahead and work ahead, or you can join me when I do the other chunk of this later, probably tomorrow or the next day. But I'm going to at least get us or get myself to the next 7 days so that I'm prepared for tomorrow's podcast. Now, oh my God, look at the 16th. One, two, three, four things are happening. Wow. Four things are happening. That's a lot of movements for astrological stuff. So I'm going to insert row below, insert row below, insert row below. Yuck. The first thing that's happening is a last quarter moon in Leo. Okay. Last quarter waning moon in Leo. I like to add if it's waning or waxing because that's really important to people who are doing planting or green magic. The last quarter waning moon in Leo. The almanac says you can approach sensitive topics with a light heart and not take things too seriously. I think that's a good thing to think about. But what does the moon mean? Well, that's feelings, menstrual cycles, tides, things that are emotions bubbling, turning down the heat. But it's in Leo. So it's of the ego. Ego, pride, and social feelings of drama are going to minimize. That's good. Um, I always put, hearts or um, this would be division for the ritual magic. Division and feline familiars, Leo. My spirit guides, when I say that, it's because it's like, where the fuck did that come from? Is kind of what plays out in my mind. It's like, well, the justification is it just did. It came from my brain just then. That really feel like I need to mention the feline, space is also takes me to Leo, which takes me to July, which takes me to Independence Day, which takes me to like Will Smith and like aliens. And I need to mention independence for that first thing happening. Um, the next thing happening is Venus enters Sagittarius. Ooh, that's a really good thing. Coming out of Scorpio, Venus is your sexuality, your art, your beauty. It's a very feeling, feminine energy, receptive energy. Venus entering Sagittarius. Venus enters Sagittarius. I always question if I'm spelling that right. Um, Man, I'm really a Virgo that is upset if the text is not exactly the way it needs to be. So you're going to hear me making those. Venus enter Sagittarius. How is that going to be? Venus feelings for the next few weeks. Love and romance may be unpredictable, spontaneous, and full of adventure. Ooh, that's great. Fire, sparks, exploration, and new ground will feel, will be present in the heart. So I'll say that. Um, the ritual suggestion then Sagittarius is fire, fire scrying, feelings. This is going to be like hot baths or steam showers. I'm going to speak to my husband really quick. Hey, Brandon, if that bread is not done, it can go back in there for a longer, but it might be done. I'm making bread, but he is also a bread maker, so he can look at it and know if he is a bread maker. Um, the third thing happening, Mercury and Scorpio. Is it not done? Dang. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Mercury and Scorpio trine Jupiter and Pisces. Mercury and Scorpio trine Jupiter and Pisces. Now, before I fill that in, I'm wondering if anybody in the chat room feels anything in particular about that. Jacine, do you think? Elderberry says, you got a Leo here. Whoop, whoop. Mary, I share my home with four lovely familiars. Haha. Virgo rising in Cancer, so the sun. Mm. Hello, Sarah's husband, says people. He's a beautiful lumberjack man. He really is. And he's a man of few words. He's a musician. So you don't ever see him much. He like is in the rafters. Okay, Mercury in Scorpio, trine Jupiter and Pisces. Mercury in Scorpio, that's communication. Communication is cryptic, mysterious, um, bipolar. Ooh, on the spectrums with extremes, with extreme emotions. And then I'm going to put down in the ritual work for that. That's, this is weather divination. Um, this is snow magic. This is physics of melting. This is some pretty powerful, I think, just, spaces of understanding emotions, which is water, and how that works under extreme temperatures, which is going to be happening with Jupiter and Pisces and Mercury and Scorpio. These are like in, out, in, out. This is almost a friction space. So I feel very excited here at the end of this movement to see what song is possibly playing on my Pandora. I get so excited to see. There's one more thing happening that day, though, and that's just Wednesday. Ooh, I like that. Okay, the last thing happening is Moon enters Virgo, which is my sign. My moon is in Virgo. So that's always really nice to see. Um, that's feelings, and it's just going to be waning. Moon waning as it enters Virgo. There may be plenty that needs to be done. So go easy on yourself and make a list you can tackle practically. Be logical, neutralize your standards, and give yourself some slack. Slack, the word. Cut me some slack. Idioms afoot of I'm filling in the ritual and shadow work there because I feel really called to neurolinguistic programming, which is my modality whenever I'm doing work, treatment in a psychological space. And man, I just feel like that is really the Virgo thing is really wanting not to complicate things, but Virgos always complicate things. So try not to overthink it. So being able to pay attention specifically, almost acutely so. The Virgo likes to do that, and to be able to say, pay attention to people's verbs. It's going to be really useful on Wednesday, November 16th. So then that makes Thursday, November 17th, 2022. But first, before we move, let's see what the Pandora is playing. Let your boy just talk about my brain. You have to be like I'm queen. You all your things and left me bruised. Yourself into. Ooh, what's this gonna say to me? I know what I did to you was wrong. Soaked up in my veins. that's the truth. Um, Bring. So the theme in this song, the theme in that song is secrets transforming. And so I go back into that Venus entering Sagittarius. I have to go there because that's where it's going to be. That's the heart space. Secrets transforming. And then I go down to the ritual space and I put in there Benet soaked song. It's a really great song to roller skate to, actually, and jam to. And then that would bring us to Thursday. So I've got particular words that are highlighted there. That's just us doing two girls together. Um, so I kind of do divination of my Pandora in the background where I've got music playing as I fill these in, and then I'll go and unmute it and mute it and unmute it and see what I denote radio waves to aliens. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to fill the rest of this in, you guys. If you want to join me for astrology, that is Tuesday, tomorrow at 9 p.m. I do hope that I will see you there. And I know that I will. I'll catch you tomorrow, guys, at 9 p.m. to do the entire 7 days with me and Matt and do your predictive stuff with me. With me. I'm going to go get my bread out of the oven and then work with one of my Gypsy Tribe members personally for a one-on-one, which I do have time for this month if you guys want to sneak some time in before the holiday and do stuff like your chart or astrology or divination, let me know. But in the meantime, have a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful week. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Over and out.